If y'all watched my money-saving meal planning, you know that I have a storage pantry in my daughter's old closet. And this is where I keep all of my items and keep them in decently sized quantities. That way we don't have to worry about running out to the grocery store all the time. I just come in here and shop my closet for most items, especially cans, noodles, that kind of thing. And once every quarter, I do an inventory. And I'm going to show you my inventory sheet here in a minute. But basically, I just go through the shelves, look to see how many things I have, how many things I need, and then write them down on the inventory sheet. I do have large containers with bigger items such as pintos, rice, sugar, self-rising flour, all-purpose flour, cornmeal, that kind of stuff. Right here is the sugar. And as you can see, I need some more sugar to get this completely filled back up, or as full as it can be. So I'll make sure I add that to my list whenever I do my inventory. And here's my pinto bucket. It looks like it's pretty full, so we won't get any pintos this time around. Usually with the bucket this size, which is 5 gallons, I go through the pintos about every 6 months, and I just got some about 2 or 3 months ago. So it's good to go for a little while. Any of my boxed items, such as macaroni and cheeses, boxed rices, Hamburger Helper, I have in a container like this. I do have it labeled with what I normally keep in it. And again, I open up my containers, check to see how many I have, how many I need, and then I list it on my inventory list so I can make sure that I get more Hamburger Helper, because you know, whenever it's crunch time and you need a quick supper, Hamburger Helper is always there, and it always makes it easy. And Hamburger Helper, I have my boxed rices, and I have different pastas right there and different pastas right there that I keep up with. And in that corner one right there, it doesn't have a label on it, but it's my corn breads. I have different ones over there in the corner. I have a inventory sheet that I use whenever I do my quarterly inventory of my storage pantry. It basically has all of the items that I normally keep in my storage pantry, and it has the number I like to keep in the pantry. That way I write in how much I have on hand, and then I can see how much I need to buy to get myself completely stocked back up. Some items, you know, I might not need but 1 or 2 of them to get stocked back up. Other ones, I might need a whole flat. Or like green beans, I like to keep 24 of those in there. But here's the front sheet. Here's the back sheet. And I utilize this to do my inventory, and then I shop. I've gone through my inventory and I've made a list. Now I go through the 3 grocery stores that are usually the cheapest and closest to me. I usually go through Aldi, I go through Walmart, and I go through Foodlion. I get on their websites and I check out different prices for the different items. That way I can put them on a different spreadsheet I have and compare, so I can get the most economical price at those 3 areas. That way I only have to go to 3 grocery stores, and I usually put in a pickup order for the items I need, and then go by and pick up the items. And as you can see, Foodlion had the suits for 99 cents, Aldi's had them for, I believe it was 65, and Walmart was 58. And here is my inventory sheet with all the items that I need written down on it. And as you can tell, beside each item is the number that I need to make my storage pantry completely full again, now that I've done my inventory. And I've went on all 3 of the grocery store apps that I normally use to see who's got the cheapest for each item. Some people may be surprised. Cream of chicken, cream of mushroom, tomato soup, chicken noodle soup are at the top. Normally, Aldi's would have been the cheapest, but Walmart actually beat them. I also just checked Foodlion, because there are a few things that Foodlion has that nobody else seems to have. but I basically went through each of the apps to see which item was cheapest and wrote them down. That way, as you see, what's highlighted is which grocery store I'm going to get it from or order it from. And that way I can try to save as much money as I can, even if it is just a minute little bit. But this is step number 2 in my restocking of my storage pantry. Okay, and going off my list, the first item or the first grocery store is Aldi's. I needed 15 of the mixed vegetables. I use them in the dog's homemade food every week when I make it. That's why I go through so many of them. I only needed 1 taco shells. I have 2 in there, and I usually like to keep 3. I needed 8 of the tunas and 4 of the salmon and 2 of the Velveeta knockoff, the Clancy's cheese melts. And here's Walmart. I needed 3 of the Bruce yams. I only needed 1 of the diced tomatoes. I was just about fully stocked. Haven't used those lately. Green beans, I only needed 6. Sliced peaches. I needed a whole flat of 12. Danny's done, or I've done went through the peaches. Sweet peas, I needed 6 of those. Of course, the Dale seasoning, you saw me do the steaks the other week. I needed those 3. I like to keep 3 on hand. Then we have black-eyed peas, I needed 4. Whole kernel corn, I needed 4. Cream of chicken soup, I needed 6. Chicken noodle soup, I needed 9. Cream of mushroom soup, I needed 12. And tomato soup, I needed 12. And those all came from Walmart. Mixed greens, something I can't find from anywhere else other than Foodlion. I love these whenever I make my mixed greens. I needed 9 of those. I needed 12 limas, 4 fruit cocktails. I needed more black-eyed peas, but only got 2. And then the mixed corn, I needed 12, but they only gave me 10. And then, of course, here's the Hamburger Helper. I got 6 Hamburger Helpers because they were on sale. And I got assorted flavors. And then, of course, my sugar to put in my sugar bin. And right here is my spreadsheet that lists the cost of each item, not each item individually, but each item once I bought them, how much they were before taxes. And at the bottom, you can see I've marked through a few things. I forgot to order myself rising flour. I do need some of that. And then, of course, they didn't give me everything on those 2 on the right, the black-eyed peas and the Mexican corn. So I had to change that amount. But for Aldi's, my groceries I got were $41.30. For Walmart, $61.24. And for Foodlion, it was $48.42. The Mexican corn and the limas, believe it or not, were what costed the most. But that's still not bad to restock my pantry. And everything I have in here will go for a good 3 months before I need to get it restocked again. As you can see, a lot of canned foods, a little bit of box food. But I have a place for this in my closet, and once I put it in there, I will be fully stocked and won't have to worry about this for another 3 to 6 months, depending on how much I need. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe so you don't miss any of the upcoming videos.